That's fatal.
How's it going, Fatal Family? In today's video, we got a WWE 2K23 update roundup. 2K just did another WWE 2K showdown today, and despite many thinking that the rest of the roster was going to be revealed, or the DLC was going to be revealed, that didn't happen. But there were some stuff they showed off, so let's check it out in today's video. So first off, the WWE 2K23 soundtrack has been released, and John Cena is the executive producer. Sad But True by Metallica, banger. Can't Stop by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Vegas by Doja Cat. SUVs by Luciano. Berserk Music Sessions Volume 52 by Bizarre Rap and Quevedo. Ramen and OJ by Joyner Lucas and Lil Baby, that's a banger. Jack by Hardy. No More Tears to Cry, A Bullet from a Valentine. Dame Lou by DFV featuring Omar Courts. Shipwreck by Letdown. Grounds by Idols. And Take What You Want by Post Malone featuring Ozzy Osbourne and Travis Scott. So what do you guys think of the soundtrack for WWE 2K23? I personally think it's going to get old fairly quickly. There's only like a few songs on this that I'm going to listen to, so I'm probably going to stick to my own personal playlist and mute the music. But let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this soundtrack overall. Next up, we have some changes to the WWE 2K23 roster list. Yeah, you remember that official roster list that 2K released themselves? Well, apparently they made a lot of mistakes on it. First of all, they added Johnny Gargano back on the list. When the list initially came out, Johnny Gargano was nowhere to be seen on the list. He had to personally tweet out that he was in the game, so that was confirmed to be a 2K mistake on their part. Next up, Mansoor and Mace. They have been corrected to Mansoor and Mace. In my roster reveal video, I mentioned how Mace and Mansoor, their names were not Mace and Mansoor, so I just assumed that Mace was going to be a part of Reckoning again because we have T-Bar in the game, but not Dominik Dijakovic. Well, it looks like they corrected their name to Mace and Mansoor, which gives me hope that we might have Maxine in the game as a manager, right? Fingers crossed. Because if you scroll down and we go back to S's, they removed Scarlett from the list. So just as we thought we were getting Scarlett as a playable superstar, they remove her from the list and it looks like she's going back to manager. Which is clear that they have no managers on this list because Paul Heyman is on this list either. Paul Heyman is not on the list. There's no Paul Heyman on the list. So that means there might be hope for Maxine to be in the game, and if she is in the game, Status will make her a playable character. Just like he's gonna make Paul Heyman a playable character, and now Scarlett because Scarlett is back to being a manager. As well as whoever else is a manager in WWE 2K23. Now with the complete roster, we're only at 187. Even with 5 DLC packs, this still doesn't pass the roster for 2K22. So that means there's quite a lot of superstars that they didn't confirm yet, or they just cannot confirm them because they don't have the rights to use them in promotional material, and they're just gonna be in the base game roster when you start the game. And the reason I say that is because, for one, they've mentioned how the roster is going to be bigger than 2K22's roster, and so far, it's not, even with all the DLC. But also, they tweeted out this right here, 30 days until W2K23. And who's in the image of the word days? It's Wade Barrett about to catch John Cena. So does this mean we're going to get a Wade Barrett John Cena match and showcase? If not, regardless, it confirms that Wade Barrett's in the game. As you can see, he's right here, right? It confirms Wade Barrett in the game, but he was not in the official roster reveal. So that's what I mean when I say there's plenty of superstars that they have not revealed yet. And this right here is clearly promotional material, so they're clearly allowed to use Wade Barrett in promotional material. They just excluded him from the roster reveal. Which shows me that one, he's either a showcase superstar and they didn't want to confirm him because he's part of the showcase as a surprise. And two, that they have more superstars they're going to reveal over the coming days. So Wade Barrett is in the game, and that's anything but bad news. That's great news, Barrett, right there. I need all the detectives in the comments to let me know what shot this match was from. Because this is clearly a real-life match. It's not in-game footage. Was this from a match that John Cena lost? Or is this just a regular match that John Cena won? Let me know where this shot is from, okay? I'm sure you guys can figure it out. We also got our first look at Bret Hart's model, and I think he looks great. It seems they made his face a little older, and they also shaped it better than the one in 2K22. It actually looks a lot like Bret Hart. Very well made. The hair looks great. The outfit. His face, like I said, it's not too young, it's not too old. It's like in that great middle spot. And yeah, no complaints about Bret Hart. I think Bret Hart looks great. They also showed us Grayson Waller's entrance for W2K23. Now, I don't watch NXT, so I'm not too familiar with Grayson Waller, but just by watching this entrance, I think it's a great looking entrance. Like, this is the type of entrance that I would use for like a creative wrestler. It looks great, the animation is great, and Grayson Waller's model looks spot on. So they really put in work for this model right here. The same can't be said for Lita's model though, and you'll see next. So they showed us Lita's entrance, and by the looks of it, she has her heel Titantrons, because in the background all you see is her with the Rated R Superstar Edge when they were heels, which further confirms my theory that I think she's going to be in showcase mode during Edge's match with John Cena. I'm not a big fan of her attire. I hate the Legend Titantrons. Like, get rid of those. Why do we have Legend Titantrons? Lita has her own Titantrons. Why is there still stupid yellow and blue arrows? It's so annoying. The attire, even though I'm not a fan of it, that's no problem. I could just change her attire. But Lita's model though, they did her kind of dirty, man. They did her kind of dirty. What is this damn chin? Okay, this is Lita or the Crimson Chin. But hey, at least Lita's in the game, so I can't complain. But I'm gonna give my honest opinion. And Lita does not look good. She does not look good. But I'm happy she's in the game. They also showed us Cora Jade's entrance. We already knew Cora Jade was going to be in the game because of the trailer, but they showed us her actual entrance now in the NXT arena. It is her face entrance because she is face in Wwe 2K23, but the entrance looks great. Cora Jade's model looks all right. Her tire's great, and this entrance would work really well for some creative wrestlers like Darby Allin, for example. So this entrance will be used for quite a lot of creative wrestlers, I can already tell. And yeah, like I said with her model, not a big fan of her model. Definitely looks way better than Lita's model, but I think they also did Cora Jade a little dirty. Not as dirty as Lita, but they could have tweaked her face a little better. But besides that, you know, I can't really complain. I'm not going to nitpick about it. Cora Jade looks great overall, and I'm just glad she's in the game, so that's good. I do wish she was heel, but I get it. She probably turned heel like way after they scanned her and got her ready, so I understand that. Cora Jade, Lita, and Grayson Waller, what do you think of their entrances? What do you think of their models? Let me know in the comment section down below. When they showed us Bret Hart's model, they also showed us Undertaker and Kane. They confirmed Kane's in the game. I'm just going to assume they gave him his old man face from Wwe 2K22. Not a fan of that Kane attire. I want a retro Kane, man. Give me a retro Kane. But Kane's in the game, confirmed. And the Undertaker's model looks great. No complaints there. And we also have confirmation of Survivor Series 2022 as a playable arena. And lastly, and this one's a big one, we have a close-up of how creative superstars will look like in Wwe 2K23. And just look at that. Look at the work they put in this. I have to give kudos to 2K here. These creative superstars in 2K23 are going to look like actual models. Look at this creative superstar. This looks like an in-game model. Man, it's going to be so much fun creating superstars. Not only creating superstars because I don't create superstars, but it's going to be so much fun for people to create superstars who do. And it's going to be a lot of fun for me to download those creative superstars. Okay? Creative superstars for like superstars from AEW, New Japan, they're going to look so realistic as long as the face scan is good. They're going to look so realistic. They're going to look like actual models. And I can't wait to just download a bunch of them. So we have a close-up of a creative superstar face here. Let me know in the comment section down below what you also think of this. I think they nailed it. I think this is spot on. So I'm going to give some claps to 2K for that one. Great work with creative superstar because creative superstar is a big thing when it comes to 2K games. And that right there is your small little news update roundup for 2K23. Let me know what you think of everything in the comment section down below. Give the video a like and subscribe with notifications on to be part of the Fatal family. And I'll catch you next video. Fiddle Steven out. Peace.